Special counsel Jack Smith has set out an incredibly aggressive schedule for prosecuting former President Donald Trump. He wants the premier trial, the January 6th attempt to overturn democracy trial, to begin on January 2nd, and maybe even more shocking, to last only 4 to 6 weeks at maximum, meaning that this thing could be wrapped up and we could get into sentencing before Super Tuesday. So not even just before the general election, before the Republican National Convention, but before like the most significant voting days. And obviously Donald Trump is not gonna like this, and we'll get into all of what everyone is saying, and he responded on True Social and all that. But the other Republicans, this kind of opens up a possibility that they could still regain the reins of their party if this is the schedule that we get onto. So Brett, what do you make of this move by the special counsel?
It's just such like the key element of like what the like surprises in the election is just specter. The specter of the possibility that there might be something horrible that's just kind of looming over it. And that's why we see like a lot of other trial dates that have been set have been pushed back. It makes me feel icky to see like a
really
trial.
Fast. And to that, this would make this the first, thanks to those others being pushed back. Yes. Okay.
And so it just makes me feel icky. I don't know why. Like my first reaction is like it's kind of icky to have this trial happen before Super Tuesday. But
you think it should happen after Super Tuesday when it's too late for the Republicans to potentially choose a different candidate?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm trying to go for like talking about my feelings, but if you want to shut them down and be Mr. Logical Pants, you can do that. But
sorry,
no,
speak your truth.
But to speak my truth, I think that it makes me feel icky that just to go through the thought process, it makes me feel icky that it would happen before the elections, like certain very key elections. The way it made me feel icky when there was, the FBI director announced that Comey announced an investigation into Hillary Clinton before the election. It's just weird. I hate it. I hate all of that. But it is early enough, and they will follow the law, as I have to have confidence in the legal system. So I guess even though it makes me feel icky, I have to just say like, yeah, that's fine, do it. Early and often we have the right to a speedy trial. And just doing things that make you feel icky is what being an adult is. So you just watched me become a man, John.
I'm glad that I was here for it. I was always hoping I would be. Yeah, look, I would say in terms of the Comey thing, like that was 6 days before the election, I think.
Yeah.
And it also meant that there's no way that we will know what's to come of it by the election. It just leaves it hanging in the air. Something hair. Anyway, this will be concluded. If Trump didn't do it, or if he is, found not guilty, it'll be before Super Tuesday that he's found not guilty. And he will then be free to the specter of at least this investigation with still a lot of time, months to campaign. And if he is found to be guilty, then don't the Republican voters deserve to know that as early as possible? Trump, after all, was complaining about how long this has taken and how they delayed it. Well, now they're rushing into it. And now, of course, Trump's team is gonna get to say when they think the trial should start. And maybe it'll be one, maybe it'll be the other, maybe it'll be somewhere in between, we don't know.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.